Happy Thursday, girlfriends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. However, you are watching this video, I pray that it blesses you in that moment. For today's heart check, I want to talk about the preparations that a Christian must make when things go awry. I was talking to a great friend of mine who is preparing in her third trimester for labor and delivery, and she's had many appointments with her midwife about what type of birth desire plan and setup she wants for this experience. And in doing that, she was questioned about what happens when things go awry, when things shift from that plan or that desire. What then? And I remember speaking with her and I said, you should write out what those awry moments look like for you. Because if this is your desire, what is awry for you? What is gone wrong? What defines as a shift for you? And then in identifying that, identify how you will respond. Or in this moment of heightened pain, in this moment of heightened confusion, maybe heightened anxiety, how will you have those who are part of your team, your village, your advocates to respond on your behalf? What is going to be your prepared plan for when things don't go as you expected or desired? When you're troubled on every side, where will you look? Will it be up or will it be down? When you wrestle within yourself and you find yourself with a pain that just won't go away because you are so disappointed that things have shifted away from what you expected and desired, what will you remember? Will it be that I should have expected this? This is life. Or will I know that I have been called, predestined, justified, and glorified? So even this thing will work out for good, even this shift. And in remembering that life is an equation made up of awry moments that we live in since the fall of Adam and Eve, since the initial fall into sin, we have been walking in a moment of awry until the Lord comes again to take us into eternity of perfection and of peace. We should always be preparing ourselves for when things go awry. What will I do? How will I move? Where will I look? What will be my thoughts? What will be my words in that moment? And Lord, how can I make sure that when things go awry, I keep remembering I have been called, I have been predestined, I have been justified, I have been glorified, I have been saved. How do I pick up this moment as if it were my cross and say I will continue on? And just as I was telling my great friend that you have to write this out, you have to have people in place who know what your desires are, and you have to have in place when things go awry what you want your shift response to be. We should have that same type of thought patterns for life. If I lose my job, Lord, will I have a chapter of pain and then will I move forward? Lord, if something happens to my home, if something happens to my children, if something happens to my family, if something happens to my religion and faith, how will I take that awry moment and respond? I need to prepare now for what could be. Because, Lord, your will be done through it all. But I should be involved in maintaining my faith in those moments. And if I'm going through life just saying, if it comes, then I'll prepare then, I'm setting myself up for a momentary circumstance to determine my response. And my response needs to already be in place. Lord, if awry is where I live, if I live in the land of awry, how will I respond? And give me the tools to prepare for the moments that may come to put a thorn in my side. And how will I walk away from those moments? When things go awry, I encourage you, girlfriends, right now to sit down and prepare a plan. Prepare a plan for when your desires are shifted and your response also has to change. I pray that you're encouraged to keep going. If you're in a awry moment, if you feel yourself in a great moment, sit down and take this moment to prepare for the awry, the what we say, the storm that may be coming your way. But take a moment to sit down, remember whose you are, and then set yourself up for successful faith in the moments that shift you. I love you, girlfriends. I hope you have an amazing day, amazing evening. Hope you rested well and you rest well going into this next beautiful day with the Lord. I will talk with you tomorrow.